welcome back to Indonesia
Canada
Couple. So today we are in Bandung, and we are blessed to meet the number one bodybuilder of Indonesia. Who is that? Adai.
Halo.
Yeay,
Hai,
halo
Mbak.
Adai.
Iya, halo.
Apa kabar?
Simon ya.
Yeah, Simon. Nice to meet you.
Simon.
Simon. Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah.
Simon.
Ya, apa
Iya.
kabar Mas?
Baik, terima kasih. Welcome to Bandung.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Makasih.
Iya,
Thank you.
terima
Yeah,
kasih.
we
But first of all,
Iya.
thank you very much to take your time for us.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know you're
thank
very
you.
busy, and
Yeah.
thank you so much to take a few minutes for us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
thank you,
appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah,
Very appreciated.
it's a
yeah.
pleasure for
Yeah.
us. Also.
So,
Thank you so
thank you so
much.
much.
Yeah,
Terima kasih
yeah. Is
banyak,
it first
Mas.
time in Bandung or?
We went in Bandung, Bami, 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
When I went to Indonesia 2 years
Yeah.
ago,
Oh, okay. I see, yeah.
we went with the family.
Oh,
We
okay,
stayed,
okay.
I think, 3 days in Bandung.
Oh, yeah.
It was my first time.
Okay, yeah.
But this time I want to try the speed train.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
I really want to try it. So
Yeah. Is it okay?
it's perfect. It's
Okay.
very nice, very fast.
Yeah,
350 kilometers an
yeah.
hour.
Wow. Yeah.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
It's
Was
only 25 minutes
It
to
was
get here, yeah, from
Yes.
Jakarta to
Yeah.
Bandung, yeah.
Very
Yeah.
Bandung is the capital city of West Java.
Okay.
Bandung known as Paris from Java.
Oh, that's why the mall is.
Yeah, yeah. Because a long time ago, Indonesia was colonized by Dutch for almost 350 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandung area is the place where all the Dutch people at that time, they are looking for like a nice place to relax and everything.
Oh, okay. I
So
don't
many
know
cafe and everything. So that's why they call this area like they create a kind of place like Paris from Java.
Oh wow, that's
So
nice.
yeah, Bandung known as that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
I don't know that.
So many cafes, so many restaurants, many nice food also.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait to try.
Yeah,
Tonight
yeah.
we'll be exploring.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like so much Indonesian food.
Yeah. Especially the weather is nice, the surrounding is nice also, the atmosphere is nice also. That's why Bandung also known also influence people's behavior also. It's kind of relaxed in here. Yeah. The way they talk also kind of slow, kind of relaxed. Probably
Just-
because of the nature. Yeah. Mm.
Probably we just arrived like early afternoon, but
Mhm.
already I can feel the
Yeah.
difference a little bit between Jakarta and Bandung.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
atmosphere already feels different.
Yeah.
Feels relaxing.
Yeah. Except because of the small street, it's huge traffic.
We already experienced that. On the way.
heavy
Yeah,
heavy
in Jakarta
traffic. But
even.
yeah,
Yeah, in
but only during holidays, like during weekend. But
Okay.
usually, on the weekday usually it's fine. Yeah. Ya,
kita,
gitu.
Iya, kita mau berterima kasih banyak.
Iya,
Mas
terima
Ade,
kasih, Mbak, udah datang.
Terima kasih banyak buat semua inspirasi yang
Iya,
udah Mas Ade bagikan
Iya.
kepada kita semua. Bukan
iya,
cuma kami aja, tapi
Iya.
ke semua orang.
iya. Terima
Wow,
kasih.
benar-benar
Iya.
luar biasa.
Yeah, I'm grateful, especially after COVID era. I mean, people start to use social media as a platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, jadi I try to take advantage that situation by using that media to promote healthy living.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, I'm focusing more on Indonesian people. Yeah, because we're not like in Canada where everybody quite well educated when it comes to fitness lifestyle. In Indonesia,
But it's
we are still kind of like of that.
Yeah, it's true,
Yeah, so that's why we need education.
Yeah.
Yeah, because education is like a ammunition when it comes to understanding. So that's why and understanding is the foundation of the
That's
discipline.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Even not only in Indonesia that many obesity nowadays, but
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Canada
Yeah,
and
yeah,
in
yeah,
USA
everywhere.
too.
Many
Wow.
obesity.
Yeah.
Many, and even us too. Our
Yeah.
story too.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
2 years ago, we
Especially since COVID, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All the we used to play, but we still play,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I don't really go to gym much, even though I subscribe to the gym. I try to
Yeah.
go when
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah.
But we play mostly badminton.
badminton.
yeah.
A lot.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he want to be an athlete before.
Yeah, I was a
Like
badminton player.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Indonesia known as a badminton country.
Badminton
Yeah,
country.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's true.
yeah. We're one of the best in the world.
We've been here for
Yeah.
3 weeks. We already play a few times. The
Oh,
court
nice.
here, it's
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
the people
that's right.
are so good. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Dodok,
Yeah.
petak 6. Baru.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, itu.
But
Okay,
since
okay.
COVID, everything is closed.
Yeah,
Even we
yeah.
cannot go outside.
Yeah,
So what all we do?
Yeah.
I work from the PC all day. She
Yeah,
work from the PC
yeah,
all day.
Yeah, that's right.
What
yeah.
we do? Nothing. So we
Yeah,
eating, and
yeah.
after 1 year, 2 years, 3
Yeah,
years,
that's right.
start
Yeah,
to get
Yeah.
the weight.
that's right.
And
yeah.
I think I reached almost 105
Wow.
kilo.
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
All my life, I've
Oh,
always
wow.
been thin
Yeah,
all my life.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I never care. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
like
yeah.
my mom,
Yeah.
my parents make
You
the
have a
food.
good
I eat
metabolism,
1,
yeah.
2, 3 plates. I don't care. I could eat as much as I want. I
Mm.
always stay thin. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting older. Yeah, so things change. But
yeah,
the COVID makes me stay at home.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah. For
moving.
1-2 years, you didn't do
Like that.
anything. Yeah,
So the bad habits, yeah, eating more,
That's right.
and we gained a lot of weight. I was almost 105
Wow.
kilo,
I was
60, yeah,
58 kilo.
yeah, like
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh,
And
really?
that's when we like, okay, we need to do something.
Yeah, yeah.
And in Canada, the classic, the people, there is many like LT program, many like Weight Watcher, or you check your calories, so try not to eat more than 2,000 calories a day. But
yeah,
it's so difficult, and
yeah.
I look on YouTube, I talk with friends, they suggest me keto, suggest me this. But the problem with me is to keep motivation. Like keto
Yeah.
for me,
Mm.
it's good, but it's quite complicated. Make the meals, specific ingredients, need to go to special grocery to get it's. I lose motivation fast, and
Yeah, yeah.
I try
that's
many
right.
things. A few
Yeah.
things work for me, but after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, already
yeah,
getting tired. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I go back to my old habit,
yeah, yeah. That's right.
and that's
yeah.
when she go on YouTube looking, and she
Yeah.
find your video, and
Yeah.
we learning so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
and
you.
even
Yeah.
before when back then in the middle of the night when sleeping, try to find the food.
Yeah, the midnight snack. Yeah, everyone know the midnight
Even my
snacks, yeah?
family,
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I never do that in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
But it's I think a little bit weird that in the middle of the night you eat.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
wake up at 2 a.m.
That's
yeah,
right.
Need
looking
a
for
few
the
cookies to go back to sleep. Is
Yeah.
that the good habits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The good habits.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Before we were very fat, and actually the first time we know low carb, it's from our badminton friend. The name is Cloud. He told us that because he were fat too, then I want to lose the weight, then I do low carb, and then he talked to Cloud, and
Yeah.
they talking, then they sharing to us, then like that, then we try it like 1 week, 2 weeks, it's working indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
But before that we tried many things, many regime, but
Yeah.
it's not working. But then since that then
yeah.
but then the motivation is difficult, Mas Ade. Really difficult.
Because he doing slow carb. He told me from Tim Ferriss, and it's always it's eating like the same things every day. Eating 3 meals a day. Me, I'm not used to eat 3 meals a day. Usually, I skip breakfast every day.
Yeah,
And sometimes I have a lunch, but not every day, because usually when I am in the office, I'm working. Sometimes I just skip lunch and eat 1 meals a day.
Yeah.
So I was like feel forced to eat 3 meals a day. It worked for me, but after 1 week, I just
Yeah.
cannot take
Yeah.
it anymore. So
Yeah.
it didn't really work for me, and
That's
I
right.
gave up very fast doing that.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
most
yeah.
important is
Yeah.
its motivation, like you said often in the video that the
Yeah.
motivation is really really expensive. The intention
Yeah.
niatnya itu loh.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
intention is
yeah,
really
Mbak.
very expensive, and you say too that we cannot shopping every day. If we shopping every day,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
will
yeah.
out of the money like
Yeah.
that. Same
Yeah.
as us, we cannot
Yeah.
every day eating everything that we want, especially carbohydrate. That
Yeah.
just now I know the carbohydrate is like a sugar, not like a because before long time ago that I know to lose the weight it's like if you eat small, you can lose the weight. But I don't care eat
Yeah.
anything that I want.
Yeah.
But then now when I know the low carb keto, before I know I was when I was in senior high school SMA, I know that it's there is a keto, but I don't know why I don't care that I always in my mind, if you eating small or you not eating, it's you can lose the weight like that. But then now since I know
But it's difficult. Eating small for me, it's difficult. I prefer to choose my food
Yeah.
and just eating smart. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
And you show a lot about like intermittent fasting, and I could see that it can fit my lifestyle because I'm used to skip breakfast.
Yeah, that's right.
So why force myself to eat breakfast?
Yeah.
I just do like I'm used to do.
That's right.
If I can, I will just eat one meal a day.
Yeah,
And
I think it's good.
it's just like the side dish because especially in Canada, here in Indonesia, people eat rice most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we eat rice too in Canada, but the most popular ingredient is potato. We eat a lot of potato in Canada, probably in America too.
Yeah.
Or we eat pasta too. It's just like try to change that because beside that, protein usually it's always on the table.
That's
we
right.
would eat meat, we eat fish, eggs. So it's just
that's right.
about mix the right food.
That's
So it could be instead of rice, we make a cauliflower rice. Lots of green vegetables. So if I want to eat lots, just a nice steak with lots of broccoli, spinach, cauliflower.
We
eat that. I eat as much as I want. I get my one meal. I feel stuff, and after that, I don't think about eating anymore. And you just repeat that every day, and it's lots of profit.
Yeah, that's good.
and
Actually, there is no such thing as a one size fits all program or fits all recipe. It has to be tailor made. It has to be precision and personalized. So when it comes to pay attention on what we are eating, there's I call it like a 4 elements of dieting. Number 1 is sumber dan jenis, which is the sauces. Number 2 is the how you cook it, penyajian. Number 3 is the timing, and number 4 is the amount of the food that you are eating. So the first and the second one, the sauces and how you cook it, we call it dietary restriction. Time restriction when it comes to the schedule. And then when it comes to the amount, we call it calorie restriction. But from this restriction, I couldn't agree more that we need to take one step at a time. So the first step, the easiest one, is just like pay attention on the time restriction thing. That's why intermittent fasting is one of the option that we can try in the beginning. It's just like tipping first. Like we want to give a tip first to ourselves. Easy one. Why? Because, for example, if I'm asking people, it's like when are you not eating? For example, like when is the time when are you not eating? Right? Usually only when we are sleeping, right? But when we open our eyes, when we wake up, usually we always like eating all the time, right? So that means one day is 24 hours. We don't eating only when we are sleeping, which is only either 6 or 8 hours maximum, right? So that means 16 to 18 hours we always like eating all the time. That's why we are. Our blood sugar level, our insulin level is always high all the time. So that's why when it comes to fat burning, it's like it is not gonna happen unless there is no when your blood sugar level is kind of dropped.
It's
That's
too
why,
up.
yeah. So that's why intermittent fasting is the first step that I also try to educate people, I to promote, because it's the easiest way to do, you know. So like you just mentioned earlier, like skipping breakfast, or probably maybe some people prefer to skip dinner. I think it's the best way, because once you skip breakfast, you go straight to the lunch time,
Yeah.
and then you finish at dinner. Actually, we switch the timing, because the eating window used to be 16 hours. Suddenly, once you skip the breakfast, suddenly the not eating window is 16 hours.
Yeah. That's
You know,
right.
so your eating window is only from the lunchtime until dinner time, which is, I think it's only 8 or 10 hours. So the rest are 14 hours we don't eat. So just by doing that, just skipping breakfast, is already you can get the benefit out
Already
of
the
that.
first step.
Yeah, that's the first step. I mean, you already get the benefit out of it. It doesn't matter if you're still eating bad food or whatever, but still, if I'm asking people, is which one is better? Eating lousy food for 18 hours or eating lousy food for 10 hours? Still eating lousy food 10 hours is way better than eating lousy food 18 hours. So I think that's the first step.
And maybe that's why when
Yeah.
I'm young, I could eat anything I want, and I was
Yeah.
still thin, because
Yeah.
ever since I'm young, I always skip
because you have that
breakfast.
modality, because your body composition is still perfect, still fine. Yeah, but once we get older, sometimes you start to lose muscle a little bit, and then you start to gain fat a little bit, and then suddenly the system in our body start to changing. Yeah, so it's that used to be works for us, now is work against us.
Yes.
Yeah. So the second step is like control carbohydrate during the eating window.
Yeah.
I think that's the second one. So control carbohydrates means it's very simple. Carbohydrate is not the essential one. The essential one is protein and fats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we are eating protein and fats, actually our body release satiety hormone. So basically, we can control our eating when we are eating proteins. And then usually when we are eating protein, it's always fats included in the protein. For example, when we are eating fish from the animal, fish, let's say for example, or maybe beef, or maybe chicken, or maybe even like eggs, you know, everything is seafood, is always there's a fat natural fats also include. Protein and fats is those two macronutrients that release satiety hormones. Or what it means is just like when you consume enough protein and enough fat, usually you don't want to eat too much. But if you don't eat enough these two macronutrients, especially protein, usually you start to
Want to eat again.
you want to
Yeah,
eat
that's
again,
what I love.
eat again and
That's
again.
what I love, yeah.
Because when we are eating carbohydrate, there is no releasing satiety hormone. So that's why. And then especially when you are eating carbo, it's just like your blood sugar level suddenly is just like rising, right? When it's rising, your pancreas release insulin to put that thing down. When it's down, when you go down, you feel like kind of relaxed a little bit, and then suddenly when it's go down, and then you start to feel hungry again, you try to feel weak, and you want to eat some more again, and then it start going again, and then up and down. We call it like a roller coaster energy. Yeah. But when you are eating protein, is usually your blood sugar level usually is more stable. Yeah.
It's quite
And then-
surprising, because that's exactly what I felt, because you just eat enough protein, fat, even if you eat only one meal.
Yeah.
People will say you only eat one time. One time you should be very hungry. But
Yeah. But actually,
the
it's
truth
not.
is,
The truth is,
I eat and I'm very satisfied, and I don't
That's right.
feel like eating again in the evening after that. I
being
really feel full for a long
but
time.
that's right. Being satisfied or being full when you are eating is, I think, is one of the requirement when it comes to the successful diet. because sometimes if you like force yourself to be suffered because of the kind of, let's say, it doesn't matter if it's the strategy is that good or people said that is the best, but still if you cannot keep up and then you feel tired or you feel hungry and everything. So that's why, I mean, the first one is fasting, second one is control carbohydrate, the third one is prioritize protein, and then the fourth one is also you don't need to fear fat, but make sure that the what kind of fat that we can consume is the natural fats compared to the refined fat. Refined fats means usually we can get it from in Indonesia we call it minyak goreng ya, kayak vegetable oil, whose consist of omega-6, which is pro-inflammation, so that's why just from natural sources, especially from protein itself, or maybe from polyunsaturated fats, or maybe from saturated fat also is nice also, like from butter also is okay. Yolks from coconut oil also, avocado also, is okay. But the thing is, especially when you're in Bandung or in Indonesia, you get exposed by all the minyak goreng,
I
all
try
the
not to
fried.
think too much about it for now.
I
mean,
but now you're back in shape. It's fine.
Because for me right now, I cannot keep up really, because every day it's always. For the first time I see this food, I want to try it. So
actually, that's right. Actually, the
it.
exact statement is like the reason why we pay attention what we are eating, pay attention at what we are doing, we are moving, our lifestyle. Actually, is just like this is what I always said to the people. It's like most of the time most of the time we are saving. That means anytime we can do shopping. It's the same thing also. Most of the time you are exercising and dieting, that means anytime you can do cheating. So it's something like that. So so it's not about that we try to demonize those food. It's nothing like that, but it's more on like how through our lifestyle we can create a system where we can have high tolerance when it comes to those kind of food.
And enjoy to the maximum.
That's right.
That's why before like you said, roller coaster. Before long time ago, since I was kid, I never think like this. Never. Since I was kid, I always fat.
Always heavy.
Always heavy. I
Okay.
never be thin like now. And I like before when I was junior high school, SMP, SMA, I ate Indomie plus rice.
Mie instan.
Plus mie instan plus
it's common.
plus rice plus
with
rice.
a bowl of rice.
And eggs too. Plus eggs. And after that, I cannot believe I eat the
sweets, the snacks,
the snacks, the chips. I never satisfied at all. That's why since I was kid, I never. This is the
because we rely on carbohydrate. That's why when we are fasting, when we try to eat low carb, high fat diet, usually we start to teach our body to from carbo dependent to fat adapted. So our body start to adapt and then try to use fat. I think probably when you do this kind of lifestyle for maybe 9 to 12 days, and then the body start to adjust.
And autophagy.
For autophagy, fasting is like there's a 6 kind of fasting. When you are fasting for 13 to 15 hours, they call it intermittent fasting. When you are fasting for 18 hours, 17 to 18 hours, they call it autophagy fasting. When it comes to autophagy, auto means sendiri. Phagy means eating. That means you let your body to eat themselves. It's like cannibal. But what kind of food that they are eating by themselves is all the cells that is like the debris, like the damaged cells, the cell that you don't need it anymore, old cells, like those kind of. Yeah. But I mean, like I'm not in a place where I have the rights to explain this. But people can Google autophagy through the work of Dr. Osumi Yoshinori and then Dr. Christian de Duve. Christian de Duve get a Nobel Prize in 1968, and then Dr. Osumi Yoshinori get a Nobel Prize for autophagy in 2016. So people can learn about autophagy through their works. Yeah, those two doctors. The 24-hour fasting, they call it gut reset fasting, or gut bacteria reset fasting. It's just like when we are fasting for one dinner to dinner, for example, like you, like or 1 meal a day, right? You just only eat dinner, for example, and then you go eat again tomorrow. The next 24 hour, they call it, is really good for your gut bacteria profile. Is good for the balances, because usually the imbalances of the profile of the gut bacteria, they call it dysbiosis. So it's because we are consume so many medication, so many toxicity and everything. So that's why fasting for 24 hours is nice. And then 36 hours, they call it fat burning fasting.
Okay.
Yeah. So 36 hours means like your last meal was breakfast and brunch or lunch, and then you eat again the next day, but at the dinner time. Yeah. So it's 36 is the best for fat burning. And then 48 hours, they call it dopamine reset fasting, or they call it happiness fasting, because sometimes we forget that sometimes we get influenced by so many toxicity from the food. When you are not eating for 2 days, you feel much better, and then suddenly you thought it's just like, I'm the kind of person that is like I'm impatient, I like to get sensitive, I get let's say irritated by this, by that, but actually it's not your personality. It's more on like, because you eat so many garbage and then suddenly you get influenced by that, but you thought that it's your personality because you feel that way or you act that way. Actually, that kind of tendency is not because of you yourself, but it's because of the food that you are consumed. That's why when we are fasting for 2 days, you start to realize that you find new personalities and like, oh, how come I'm okay? How come I don't feel? How come I don't have that moody? I feel fresh and everything. Yeah. So the next one is the 48 and then 72 hours, right? It's called 3-day water fasting. They call it as a immune reset fasting. It's the kind of fasting that is, I think, is good for people who has problem with hormonal imbalances, hypo or hyperthyroid, autoimmune disease, the cancer, tumor, and everything. So I think it's kind of nice. Is besides the medical intervention, but this one, I mean, you can do it. It's like a healthy lifestyle intervention. So through that fasting. So I think all kinds of fasting that we can combine. I mean, not just sometimes you can do 13, some can do 24, you can do 48, you can, and also you can do variation.
Yeah, and like I watched too. There is one guy in YouTube too. He like fasting like 52 days. Water fasting.
Anyway, it's the aerobic classes next door is coming. Yeah, we can continue our conversation later. Okay. Let's go. Let's move. So we continue our conversation in another area. Yeah, this is coffee shop area now.
Wow, it's the coffee shop of Mas Aderai.
Yeah, we are at the
restaurant. How long Mas Ade?
Yeah, actually we this year we celebrate our 14th anniversary.
14?
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
The equipment is very good here. I see very up to date and very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. We are grateful. Yeah, we got supported by good proper equipments. Yeah, from US side bags and then also some from China also.
Oh yeah, really?
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, silakan.
Yeah. Usually kan I always talk about sugar mostly, and I want to know how about salt because you never mention about salt in the video. But if it is salt, it's good or
Yeah. Actually, each food actually is they sodium is naturally occur in each food. Yeah. So each food sometimes have their own minerals contents also. If I'm not talking too much about salt, it's just because each food already sodium naturally occur already. At the same time, if we want to add some salt also, it's also fine as long as it comes from the natural sources like sea salt, maybe Himalayan salt, maybe it's kind of nice, it's fine. But the problem with the too much salt is not too much salt, but it's too much sodium. In Indonesia, sometimes the food is already salty already, but they put extra salt and they put ketchup, which is soya sauce.
Yeah,
And they
ketchup
put
asin.
sauce, which is tomato sauce, and then they put another sambal, which is inside the sambal. There's another salt also. So that's why sometimes it's too much. So that's why. I recommend more on like a plain how we cook it is like make sure it's just keep it simple because sometimes too many flavoring and is I don't really recommend that.
not recommend.
Yeah, but when it comes to using all the natural sauces, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So natural seasoning, like if I want to eat
spices,
salmon,
Yeah.
I could put sea salt, pepper as much as I want.
Yeah.
No sauce, and it will be
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, it's not as much as we want, but it's more on like it's good enough for the food we can consume comfortably. Yes. That's right.
So it's like we put enough salt.
Yeah, it's okay. I think should be fine. And then also if let's say for example if you eat let's say you feel like you are eating too much salt, you feel like because I like salty food, you can just drink enough water just to get rid of the excess salt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Salt. Okay.
Yeah, it says salt has something to do with hypertension. It's not necessarily, probably indirectly.
Yeah, because before that I know if you eat so much salt, I will darah tinggi.
Hypertension sometimes is because of other reason. Not just because of the too much salt.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the inflammation, because of the smoking, because of the
stress,
drinking, probably drugging.
Alcohol too.
Many bad habits accumulating together. Yeah,
that's right.
Alcohol too. It's not good. Alcohol.
One of the problem with the alcohol is the only liver can metabolize alcohol. It's just like fructose, so that's why alcoholic fatty liver disease is the most common disease people having when it comes to drinking too much alcohol.
But what about having a drink or two like once a week, like let's say Saturday night with family, take a few drinks, but leave it that?
I mean it's sometimes it's cheesy when we are saying that as long as in moderation, but sometimes people will investigate that sentence also. What do you mean by moderation? What is that? You know? Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like sometimes we want to enjoy it, drink it is fine, but of course we know ourselves, like you know yourself that when if it's too much then you know exactly you know exactly how to just make sure, just like carbs, right? Control carbs. So who can control that one is ourselves. Just make sure
because
like carbo, for example, let's say 100 to 100 grams carbohydrate per day. I think I mean like for normal people, I mean not overweight or anything, I think it's fine. But the problem with the standard American or standard Canadian or standard Indonesian diet, sometimes we just eat too much sugar, too much carbo, like probably over 400
Easy,
grams.
easy.
Yeah, per
Just
day.
one of the national dish of Canada, like the poutine, yeah,
Yeah.
which is greasy French fries with a thick brown
Yeah,
sauce and
yeah,
cheese.
yeah.
Already you eat that,
Yeah.
you already top the 200, 300, 400 for only
Yeah,
one meal.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
counting dessert, not
Yeah.
counting the next meal.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
too easy to get more than that.
Yeah, that's right. So the tips for carbo, number one is limit the amount of the carbs. Number two, you are focusing more on the fibrous carbohydrate, which is the natural one compared to the refined carbohydrates. You know, like that one is the refined carbohydrate. Yeah, roti, mie,
Yeah, keripik,
the
kerupuk.
bread, keripik, kerupuk, yeah, everything. So focus on the natural one, and then fibrous means the yeah, of course vegetables is much
Vegetable.
nicer. Limit your fruit intake. I mean, fruit is nice, but you don't want to eat too much because the fructose that contains in the fruits, only our liver can process that
Digest.
one. So that's why
Oh, okay.
sometimes fatty liver disease, not just because of the alcohol, but non-alcoholic fatty liver disease was contributed by the by the fructose that we are consuming too much, especially coming from the hidden sugar, which is come from the table sugar, yeah, sometimes, or high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, even before when I
Yeah.
was kid,
Yeah.
I know that the fruit, all the people said, oh, the fruit healthy, you can eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
Oh, I ever did 3 days of only fruit, Mas Ade.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, the thing is sometimes we use the blood sugar indicator, right, as the parameter to tell the fruit is good or not. The problem with the fruit is like it's a fructose is different than glucose. So that's why when you are eating fructose, your blood sugar doesn't really that increase because it's just different compounds. So that's why you feel like it's fine. Yeah, but the thing is not fine because it's become there's a fat accumulated in a certain area which is not designed to be there. That's why they call it ectopic fat, or we can also call it visceral fats in the liver. So that's why I mean, like, just in moderation also fruits. And then the third one when it comes to tips for carbohydrate is eat carbo last compared to carbo first.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
love
and
as
then
well.
and then also do not eat naked carbs also. Yeah, if you eat with protein, with fats and carbs, then usually your blood sugar level is not that
that's high.
that high.
Ah, that's why before I eat the rice, noodle, and snack, chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
just
it's a
do the
naked-
other way around.
The other
Naked
way.
carbo.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then also, I mean, if you do it with, let's say you eat protein first or fat first, sometimes you start to get satisfied more. Then later, when you are eating carbohydrate, you're full already.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think it's just a strategy. Yeah.
Like a breakfast, eating more protein.
Yeah, I
then
think
the-
yeah.
lunch.
Breakfast actually I think is what
Oh, yeah,
Simon said
yeah,
is
yeah,
nice.
yes,
Just skip breakfast.
breakfast,
And the
skip
reason why we
breakfast.
skip breakfast, yeah, because after we wake up in the morning, right? We already not eating for 8 hours,
Yeah.
right? So after 8 hours, let's say, or after 10 hours or more than that, our body start to find another alternative energy, which comes from our stored food, which is our fats.
Yeah.
So we are entering the fat burning zone actually at that time.
already.
So if we are eating roti or cereal, so
Already like it.
you
Yeah,
cut
already.
that momentum. So to me, I think it's too bad. You know, I mean, like, we are supposed to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
That's why when we are eating at the lunchtime, it's kind of nice because during that time from 6 in the morning until 12 o'clock is the fat burning zone, and then
Alright.
especially during that time when we do exercise also is even better.
combo.
Yeah, even better, yeah.
Duo
So
itu.
that's why I mean, my tips for you guys, I mean, it's just like a trick. It's like you can just enjoy your food during dinner time. Let's say you still want to eat, it's fine, but make sure the next day in the morning until lunchtime you just fasting, and then if you can have time workout before fasting is even nice.
It's even better,
It's
yeah.
even better.
But sometimes when sometimes I eat dinner and then in the next day I feel like I get a fat storage here and even in the
That's why I
cheek
mean
too.
the next day. That's why you just
Yeah.
like pay that behavior by just like fasting
Yeah.
longer, and then you train you work out or you exercise
Yeah.
in a fasted mode.
In the
so,
morning.
yeah.
To
Okay.
feeling
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling better.
yeah, because sometimes I mean like it's hard to track your behavior in a day. It's nicer if you track your behavior in a week, because sometimes during one day sometimes you are busy this and that, and then sometimes you get caught in a situation where you need to eat more, or probably you are stuck in a cafe and then you are eating this, eating that.
But
you
just
know,
an
like-
example, I'm here in Indonesia,
Yeah, or you're
like
in
I'm
Indonesia.
used not to
Yeah.
eat breakfast, for
Yeah.
example. Now I'm here, the family,
Yeah.
I wake up, the
Yeah.
family, oh, there is this, do you want that, what do you want to eat?
Yeah. It's
So
okay.
I try it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
then I feel so full.
That's right, yeah.
And it's
So-
funny because I was sick not too long ago because I eat maybe
yeah.
bad food and
Yeah.
I got sick, so I didn't eat for like 3 days because I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
And then I've been skipping breakfast now
Yeah.
for 1 week.
Yeah, that's why
And
I
I not
think,
feel
I think
eating
the
because-
strategy is like in 1 week. I think it's kind of nice. Let's say if you have a lousy way of eating, for example, I think 3 days are max. To me, yeah, I think 3 days are max.
Yeah.
The fourth day you already have to go back to.
Yeah.
You need to pay, you know.
you pay.
But I mean sometimes it's kind of nice if you are, let's say you have one lousy day and then you have a good day again. You have another lousy day. You have a good day. It's just like
Yeah.
alternate day.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. But let's say 3 days also, I think it's fine. The next 3 days you just pay your behavior.
In this case, I didn't want 3 days. I just could not eat because even
Yeah.
if I try to eat, I'm not not feeling well.
Yeah. By not eating means like you pay your
Yeah, already, pay back.
your mistake. Yeah, like you pay back your mistake. Yes.
Yeah, but the challenge is like for example last week he was sick the stomach after eating many chicken. Then after that we are with family. Me with my brother family, and then his wife said that I said you want to eat what you want to eat? I said to her that no if we sick we
it's not feeling
don't
well,
need if not
just-
feeling well
we're not eating. Yeah.
no not eating
Yeah.
fasting we fasting. But then
Yeah.
she said to me that so weird. She said like many
Yeah.
people that like
Yeah.
so weird why you
Yeah.
like
I think I mean like everybody have their own strategy, but of course I mean nowadays what's so funny is just like a long time ago people get sick because deficiency, because they don't eat enough, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays people get sick because they eat too
Too
much,
much.
Yeah.
which is the toxicity. That's why a long time ago when we are get sick we need to eat more. Yeah, but nowadays when we get sick we need to eat
Fasting.
less.
It's funny, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think
that's
that's
how
what
it
it's
is.
all about.
But yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
hurt Mas Ade. Like the people say that you are weird fasting, not eat anything.
Yeah, has nothing to do. I mean, like it's not about like we are listening to people. I mean, like listen to their opinion or not, because sometimes people also doesn't have the right to give you opinion, especially when they don't have the background, they don't have the knowledge and everything. So I think it's just like, I mean, like just forget about it.
Yeah,
I
we
mean, it's
focus
fine.
about ourselves,
focus
our
about
lifestyle,
ourselves.
and
I mean, people
that's,
can say anything. You can just say thanks and okay, thank you for your input. It's fine. Okay, I will eat. It's okay, fine. But
that's the way I see it. The people offering me many food,
Yeah.
I'm grateful that they offering to me. It's very nice from them.
Yeah, you can.
But
little
if I
bit,
want,
or
I can try.
Yeah.
Especially now in Indonesia. Oh, I want to try this rendang. I
Yeah.
never try it, so I will try it. This,
Yeah.
back me I am, I will try it a little bit.
Well, we can
And,
work.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the good thing about having enough knowledge, proper knowledge, is just like you have that weapons for you. You know, like everywhere you go. I mean, it's just like you're a martial artist, right? Everywhere you go, you can still feel secure, comfortable because you have that expertise. So it's the same thing also. You know, like I think that's the reason why we need to educate ourselves all the time, so we can enjoy everywhere we go. You know, like enjoy the local food, enjoy the tradition and everything, but at the same time we know how to pay back. You know, like probably maybe at the hotel room you can still do some little bit of resistance training with your own body. You know, like sometimes you can just do like I just skip breakfast, or maybe I can still enjoy the protein, the fats, but I just cut the carbs. Or let's say if I want to eat carbs, probably maybe I just eat little bit of protein in the beginning, and then so I can enjoy the carbs later, something like that. So it's just like, just take it easy on yourself, you know, especially when you're on holiday, of course. You know,
I
just
mean,
relax.
it's normal. I mean, cannot push too much as well.
But to me, I mean, sometimes I'm going to holiday also soon.
Tomorrow,
but the kind of holiday that I do usually, I mean, like I'm probably like different than other people. Usually when I'm on holiday, I always have a better shape. Because when holiday I don't work, right? So I don't work, I don't have to think anything. So what I like to do is just like I pay attention on my body even more. So in the morning I can just like work out by myself, and then I can work out sometimes twice a day. Sometimes I can pay attention on what I'm eating because I'm not working.
Because like a hobby, you have more time to think about yourself.
And then my hobby is my holiday also. So that's why I do sun tanning, I do sauna, I do training. I think that's my holiday.
But that's good. That's very good.
So because sometimes people create the program in their head that holiday means lots of food, and then probably lots of desserts, lots of this, lots of that. I mean, like to me, I mean, I like ice cream, I like chocolate also. I like bakmi, the noodle and everything. I like it, but I also like seeing myself in a good shape also. So that's why I mean, like it's balanced.
But in Canada, it's crazy sometimes when it's time of Christmas. The people always make the joke, it's Christmas holiday, I will gain 10 kilo. All the family come home, everyone bring cakes, and then you stuck with 12 different, because my mom always receive for Christmas usually. So we have for 1 month of cakes at home, and we eat.
You can do like that. I mean, you enjoy the food, enjoy those things, but you tell yourself that it's okay. All right, I go to the gym twice a day. That's it.
Or in my case, play badminton twice a day.
It doesn't matter. Or you just get more sets. Let's say you do 2 sets, 3 sets. Sometimes I'll do 6 sets, something like that.
To balance. It's all about the balance. It's a very good advice.
It's about creativity. Because just like I said to my audience that sehat adalah bersahabat dengan pertemanan hati, sakit bersahabat dengan perlawanan hati means like you need to do it gladly. You don't want to do it forcefully.
No, because if you force it, you will give up.
Because your body is that smart. That smart. When you try to sacrifice yourself to be healthy, it won't work.
It's like I eat 6 meals a day. Okay, starting tomorrow I will eat only 1 meal a day. It's almost impossible. It's like the change is too strong, too wide.
The problem with our body is like, because when it comes to the architect system of our immunity, the first part where it's important, the commando center, is our perception, our we call it our mindset. Autonomic nervous system, right? So that's why our perception when it comes to the thing that we feels like, I force myself to do it, then it's like you activate the stress response, and the stress response activate the model called fight or flight, which is the commando center. They command yourself to protect themselves instead of rest and digest it, feed and breathing. They're just like protect themselves. So that's why your immune system is kind of stop or go down. But at the same time, when you do it gladly, you're happy, you are close to the loved one, close to the nature, you are doing what you love to do and everything, and then suddenly it's just like you get dominated by the relaxed response, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. They command your cell to grow, to rest and digest and feeding
It's
and
more smooth.
breathing.
Yeah.
It makes you stronger. So I think that's the interesting part when it comes to human body.
Yeah, because when we stress, it's like sometimes like that, Mas Ade. When I stress,
don't do it.
More gain weight even.
Of course.
Because we lack of sleep. The sleep too important too.
Because when you are stressed, your body got represented by the increasing of the cortisol, right? When the cortisol is there, usually your blood sugar level is start to raising because our body is that smart, because they said, oh, this lady is so stressed, we need to give her extra energy. So that's why the sugar is high. But when the sugar is high, suddenly you realize it's just like the whole system is like working against you.
And the sleep too important, because when I experience myself about the sleep too. When I lack of sleep, I don't feeling well. Like I get more fat storage. When I
it's
sleep,
the same thing also, like stress and not enough sleep. It's the same system.
It's combined the same system.
It's true. And about the challenge of the food too, the tantangannya about the food. Because I read a lot before with the doctor too said that because in Canada there is too the food that like a government of
the
California.
nutrition system.
Yeah, the nutrition system California said, oh, this food can risk the disease, blah blah. And then I read a lot about that, and the doctor talk about that too, about acrylamide. So the problem of the when you cook too much, like example the ayam bakar, grilled chicken.
You mean carcinogen?
No. They said acrylamide, when you it's like when it's get burning or get black, it's raising the acrylamide. The create of acrylamide that make the disease of the data.
I mean we can just accept all the information, everything. I mean if we can do it, we do it. If we can change it, we can change it. But if there is nothing we can do about it, then we just need to accept it, I think. Because sometimes if we are focusing on what's wrong in everything, including in what the food that we are eating, this and that, then I don't think you can go anywhere.
I mean, for me, if there is
like,
too many restrictions, I think I will
Stress.
just start to stress.
For example, like, hey, I want to see your the material of your shirt. If your material is this or that means it's like can affect your testosterone level, production and everything. So can you imagine? I mean, like, everybody can say anything, but to me, I mean, it's like, what we need to do right now is just like it's the same thing with the mentally, like mental approach. It's just like we cannot control our events, right? Events can happen anytime, can be good, can be bad or whatever, but we can control how we respond to that events, right? So it's the same thing also. We cannot control all the dangerous or the toxicity everywhere, but at least we can have some knowledge to respond to that toxicity or to that events.
we can like avoid. I think like example, we want to grill the food, like we can like not to burning, not to because the black thing it's not good.
But you could steam it. If you
or steam.
Steam. Yeah. There's plenty of options that we can do. Yeah, it's not necessary that it has to be like just one way. There's many ways. Yeah.
But me, if I go to the restaurant and in my plate there is that, but maybe I will eat it. But if I cook it by myself,
That's
I have this
said.
knowledge.
Yeah.
I know, okay, I need to be
Yeah.
careful about it. I can just
Because
cook it.
sometimes, I mean, like if you're stuck with that idea in your head about like this is not good, this is bad, this is dangerous, this that, then you cannot go anywhere. I mean, like it's fine. I mean, like we have to live with the consequences, right? So
Yeah, that's what I think, because if too many restrictions, then I eat what? Yeah, I mean,
It's salmon.
but it's like what you said in the beginning. Yeah, we make our own lifestyle and we adjust our own way.
I think that's what it's
No
all
one
about.
is the same, so we can learning. We are grateful that we can have some knowledge, especially with the social media now. We can watch your video. We learn so much and
Inspiration from
we get more
Adela.
knowledge. So I can see my lifestyle fit in some kind of way of eating, and it's good. And it's worked for me. I mean, I lost 35 kilo in less than 2 years, maybe. So
Before it's
without
very
make,
fat.
That's good.
I make some effort, but I didn't go crazy, and I was not perfect every day. Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Some adaptation, but
I think that's what it's
there
all
is the
about.
few days I eat pizza if I want. I didn't
Pizza.
went crazy, but
Pizza carbo.
especially what you're teaching, the eating window.
Yeah.
It's what helped me the most.
Yeah.
Eating the protein first, then you eat the carb after that, and it's good.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for
Thanks for your time, yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for visiting us all the way from Canada to Bandung.
Yeah, thanks for visiting
and
us.
we have some souvenir for you.
Souvenir.
Wait,
Oh,
I will.
Souvenir from Canada.
From Canada, iya dong, from Canada ini.
Thank you. Yeah.
What did you bring, yeah?
Yeah, what do you many? So there is
Yeah.
syrup
Oh, yeah.
maple.
Homemade from my
Homemade
family,
from,
yeah.
wow.
homemade
Thank you.
from
Homemade,
Canada,
yeah.
iya.
Maple syrup.
Iya, soalnya kan spesial dari Kanada kan.
Yeah. Thank you.
You ever taste? Maybe,
yeah. This is part of my cheating also.
Iya, because sugar.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sugar.
A little spoon
It's
in the
okay.
cup.
That's why I
Yeah.
can enjoy the food. You know,
Yeah, we
because-
can enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
And
too.
this
This one too. Same but with the. Ta-da!
Oh,
With the-
collection
Oh, ini
bottle,
buat
ya.
pancake ya?
Iya,
Oke.
iya, buat
Wah,
pancake.
ini
Sama sih.
Disimpan aja nih, it's
Iya.
nice. Ini ada
Iya.
Canada simbol.
Iya,
Maple leaf, ya.
iya, maple
Iya.
leaf.
Wow, thank you so much.
Iya.
Thank you ya, Mbak.
Iya,
Makasih
sama-sama.
banyak. Simon, thank you.
My pleasure,
And
yeah.
this
Merci
too.
beaucoup.
Wih,
Avec plaisir.
you know me. And this.
Oh wow, thank you. Ini apa nih?
Ini
Oh,
yang buat
ininya ya?
salt and
Garam,
Oh, salt and
Iya, garam
pepper ya?
merica.
Salt and pepper. Iya.
Garam sama
Oh,
lada.
nice. Iya.
Kan kalau Mas Adik kalau
Ini
pakai
Canada style ya?
Iya,
Yeah,
Canada
iya.
style.
Ini
Iya,
dia.
To get ready for the winter,
Oh.
because now it's
Yeah.
getting cold.
Iya, for the
Thank you so
the
much.
bear and the rennar fox. Iya.
Iya. Thank you.
And this
you.
too,
Makasih.
there is
Oh, masih ada.
masih ada.
Astaga.
Oh iya. Canada. Wah, ini bagus nih buat taruh di sini. nanti
Iya,
ya,
taruh
buat
sini.
yang mau masuk.
Satu lagi,
So
satu
much.
lagi.
One
Banyak.
more.
One
Oh,
more.
the magnet, the
Oh,
famous
The
magnet.
magnet.
Thank you.
Canada.
Iya. Ini
Iya.
buat di kulkas ya.
Iya.
Buat di refrigerator.
Ini udah nggak ada
Thank you.
lagi. Ini cuman
Makasih banyak
iya
ya,
tasnya
Mbak.
doang.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy
ya.
holiday semuanya. Happy New Year.
Thank you
Makasih.
very much.
Makasih.
This
Yeah,
is-
enjoy Indonesia. Enjoy
Will do,
Bandung
yeah.
also. Yeah,
I love
yeah,
Indonesia so
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Tonight we will explore
Yeah.
any place you suggest us to spend the evening, maybe.
Iya.
Oh,
Iya.
yeah. No, I mean you can try local food. I mean, because why? the most lean cuisine in Indonesia is Sunda.
Yeah,
Sundanese
Sundanese food.
Yeah, so it's because you are in Bandung.
Yeah.
I mean every
Lalapan.
Sundanese food are enak.
Yeah,
are
enak,
delicious.
tasty.
So
We'll try
everywhere
that.
is delicious.
He
So
likes
it's good.
salad so much.
Oh iya.
Lalapan.
Lalapan.
Oh, doyan
yeah,
banget
it's
dah
good.
dia
Yeah, I think
lalapan.
that's and then also the in Sunda restaurant is like they apply all the knowledge that we get from the fitness lifestyle. We start eating from the fibrous carbs. It's like all the fibers. They give you the lalapan first,
Yeah.
and then after that, so the nasi will be last.
Yeah.
Okay.
So protein first.
Ah, it's good,
Then
yeah.
the
First,
carb.
and then also the sayur
Sayur
asam,
asam.
also sayur
Doyan
asam.
banget
I
ya.
like sayur asam. I like so much.
Okay.
Enak banget ya,
Yeah.
doyan banget ya.
Thank
Terus.
you, Mbak.
Thank you banget.
Thank you so much, ya.
Yeah.
He's my
Thank you,
inspiration
everyone.
of the
Yeah.
food for the nutrition dietary. Wow, thank you very much, Mas Ade. Yeah. Dadah.
See you guys.
See you.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.